I am Dr. Vijendran, consultant dermatologist, Apollo Hospital, Seshadripuram. Today, I'll be giving an overview of one of the commonest skin condition, that is psoriasis. It is not just a commonest skin condition in our country, it is present throughout the world, and in fact, it is one of the oldest skin condition known to mankind. Mention of this condition has been made in ancient literature including Manusmriti as well as in Charaka Samhita and in the Egyptian literature, that is Ebers Papyrus. So the disease was present since centuries, it is present now, and it will be present in the future as well. So before I go into my talk, what exactly am I dealing with? I am dealing with a condition where you will get multiple patches which are red or reddish brown in color, and they will be on the surface you might see some scales or something like dandruff, what you see on the scalp. Similar kind of a thing will be present on the skin, and if you scratch, more dandruff will fall, and if you further scratch, there will be some pinpoint bleeding spots. So this is a classical presentation of psoriasis. So what is it? Is it a very chronic condition, or it is an acute condition? That we will be seeing in the next few minutes or so. As per definition, it is a genetically mediated as well as immunologically mediated, non-infective and a non-communicable skin disease. So this one line completes the whole picture of psoriasis. The common man or the people who are suffering from psoriasis should understand this particular 4 or 5 important points which I am going to mention. So what does non-infective mean? Non-infective, it is not caused directly by any bacteria, viruses or even fungus. So it is not an infective condition. Secondly, it is non-communicable. So what do I mean by non-communicable? Nowadays, the present scenario, as we all know, in coronavirus, there are a lot of scary things, social distancing. That is because these viruses, bacteria, they are all communicable disease. But psoriasis is a non-communicable disease. And in fact, most of my patients keep asking, and in fact the patient's relatives, they keep asking, can I get psoriasis by touching the patient or by sitting or using the patient's mattress? Absolutely no. Let us be very, very clear. Psoriasis is not communicable. It cannot be transmitted by shaking hands, hugging or sitting on the mattress or even using the sofas where the patients have used. So it is a non-communicable. I want to stress on this point. And then coming to the main point, genetically mediated I mentioned. So what is the meaning of this? The patients ask me, sir, what is the cause of this? The main cause, I say, the moment I say genetically mediated, they will just not agree to that. Sir, I'm sorry, my parents are not having, my grandparents are not having, and in fact my children are also not having. Why are you saying it as genetically mediated? Then I have to explain to them, genetically mediated means we all carry the same genes. From generations to generations, the same genes are carried, but the expression of genes varies from generation to generation. Why it varies? Because it depends on certain environmental factors, which includes dietary changes, the stress which we are involved in on day-to-day activities, the mental stress, physical stress, and also certain other medications also can cause psoriasis, which can activate these genes. Like nowadays we have this hydroxychloroquine or chloroquine, which is used for COVID or coronavirus treatment, that also can act as a trigger for stimulating or activating those genes causing psoriasis. So there are many causes of psoriasis, which in fact they are called as triggers. And the second most important thing after the genetic is immunologically mediated. What do I mean by immunologically mediated? The genes activate certain immune cells in the body. Immune cells produce certain chemicals, we call it as cytokines, and these cytokines cause stimulation of the skin cells. The skin cells multiply at a faster rate. Normally, in a normal individual, it takes about 28 days for the skin cells to reach from the base towards the top. Whereas in case of psoriasis, it reaches to the top in about 5 to 7 days. So that rapidity is there, and once it reaches at such a faster rate, there is no stabilization. That is what it is shed as scales or dandruff. That is what is a common presentation of psoriasis. In fact, the patients with psoriasis, they come and say that, doctor, I have got diabetes, I have got hypertension, I have got hypercholesterolemia. I can accept all these things, but I cannot accept psoriasis. This is one of the important presentation. So now let us go into the clinical picture of psoriasis. Where does it occur and how does it occur? We generally broadly classify them into a localized form and a generalized form. This is important for treating purpose as well. Localized form, I mean, as you can see in the background pictures, there are different variants and presentations of psoriasis. Initially you will get those reddish patch, and then the surface of the patch is covered with scales or something like dandruff what we have on the scalp. Then we have variations. It can present only on the scalp, it can present over the palms, soles, or certain specific sites of psoriasis like the knees and elbows. These are some of the common sites. So treatment is different for this particular pattern, and if it is a generalized pattern involving upper half of the body or in fact even the lower half of the body, we consider it as a generalized pattern or some kind of a moderate to severe form of psoriasis. So treatment is slightly different for this particular pattern. I mentioned about certain triggers which causes psoriasis, which are mental stress, physical stress, certain drugs which can cause like antihypertensives, or even chloroquine, hydroxychloroquine can cause psoriasis. In addition to this, there are certain important points which we need to consider, that is association of psoriasis. Of late, psoriasis is not considered just as a skin disease. In fact, it is associated with certain other stressful conditions, so it is a psychosocial disorder, as well as certain other systemic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, or even ischemic heart disease. So there is an association of lifestyle changes associated with psoriasis, as well as psychological changes with psoriasis. So we need to treat this condition not just as a skin disease, we need to treat it holistically, including the psychological factors as well as the systemic factors, which I will come to it when I talk in the treatment part. Now coming to the treatment, there are various modalities of treatment. As I mentioned, we broadly classify it into localized form and systemic form. Localized form, we have different ointments in the form of steroid ointments and creams, and we have vitamin D analogs like calcipotriol, we have ditronol, we have the coal tar therapy which is there, that is given in different permutation and combination. Another important therapy which is evolved is the phototherapy. If you take a historical perspective of this phototherapy, in Israel we have sea, that is Dead Sea. This sea, the speciality is it is about 1300 feet below sea level, 1350 feet below sea level, which means lot of the ultraviolet spectrum from the sun, the ultraviolet A and part of ultraviolet B spectrum which falls on the earth, it is completely screened. So only some spectrum, that is ultraviolet B, maybe from 300 to 320 nanometers falls at that particular level. So this Dead Sea has been offering treatment for many of the psoriasis patients. Even now medical tourism is coming up in a big way in Dead Sea for treatment of psoriasis. There are associated many salts available there like magnesium chloride, calcium chloride, along with ultraviolet B therapy gives a wonderful treatment for psoriasis patient. And similarly, we have modified that ultraviolet treatment in the form of chambers. We have panels, we have hand-foot portable machines which the patient can use it at home instead of going to the clinic and get himself treated as per the advice of the dermatologist. Then next we have systemic therapy. I mentioned if it is generalized involvement or more than 10% of body surface involvement, we start certain systemic drugs because immunology plays an important role in psoriasis. So we have methotrexate, cyclosporin, we have acitretin, azathioprine. So there are many drugs which we use based on the patient's general condition. It is individualized, the treatment is individualized. And then we have the last but not the least is biological therapy. That is because in Western countries, including Europe and the United States, the prevalence of psoriasis is quite high. Therefore, they have invested billions of dollars and have come up with numerous monoclonal antibody based treatment, and that is we have etanercept, we have infliximab, and also we have the latest drug, that is secukinumab, which is given as subcutaneous injection, which is given weekly once for about 5 weeks and then once a month. So in addition to these systemic and topical treatment and phototherapy which is available, we treat psoriasis holistically, as I mentioned earlier, including diet. Diet plays a significant role. That is because psoriasis is associated with obesity, hypercholesterolemia. Therefore, we need to control our diet. we have to reduce sugar, rice, carbonated drinks, and also all those junk food which is generally available in the market. And the next most important is exercise. We need to advise the patient to exercise at least 3 to 5 kilometers walk per day. Definitely down regulates the stressful response and also down regulate the genes which are active in a psoriasis patient. So taking care of diet, taking care of stress, and of course the treatment which we start, these three are very important in managing psoriasis. Finally, before I conclude, I just want to mention here that there are a lot of practitioners, non-allopathic practitioners, which keep mentioning that we take out psoriasis from the roots. Now ಅದನ್ನ ಬೇರಿಂದ ಕಿತ್ತಿಸಿತೀವಿ. In fact, it comes in almost on a daily basis in the TV channels, which is not exactly correct. Psoriasis can be treated to that particular episode. If it recurs, we need to treat it. That the patient has to understand. With this, I would like to conclude by saying that psoriasis is completely treatable. Whenever it recurs, we need to treat it again. Thank you.